emotions, even as a child.
Hello and welcome to the Saga Stream. Hello everyone and welcome. Back to the Saga Stream. Please ignore the mess behind me. How is everyone today? I am... Hello everyone. I appreciate you all being here. Hold on one sec. Let me do what I gotta do. Hi Kai. Hi Ash. Hello everyone. Hello. Oh my god. I am going to wait a few minutes. My room is a mess, so twins. Thought yesterday was Friday, so I tried to join the stream. Ash, no. Wait, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. Action in 7 minutes. Y'all, this week has been horrible. I've hated this week. It's been horrendous. You know, half my friends are ace, but surprisingly fewer aro. Now I think about it. Very interesting dynamic. Hell yeah. I got Friday and Thursday mixed up for some reason too. Why was everyone messing up the days this week? Listen, y'all, this week has been fucked. Hi, how are you? What is my Streamlabs trying to do? My bot's running? Okay. Everyone glad this week is all done. Please not again. No, like, actually, though, because holy fucking shit. It's been aggravating. Like, I don't know what's been going on. Like, at all. I don't get it. Hi, Fox. How are you? I didn't hide in my house all day. So I'll take that as a win. Yes. Yes, that is a win. Let us go. Hold on one second. What's going on? Hold up. Why are people talking to me? Trying to get creatine, you bitches trying to get swole. Everyone say hello to Pepe, trying to strongman his way up my... Talk to strangers today, IRL, big day. Yes. My math teacher thinks I'm smart, so that's a win. That is a win. Once again in chat, no fun behind the scenes streaming stuff to look at on stream. I'm sorry, Ellis. I apologize. Bye, Pippin. Pippin, the love of my... Okay, listen. I will fight you on that. Ash, I will fight you on that. He is the love... Actually, no. My first cat was the love of my life. Pippin, I think I'm the love of Pippin's life. Which is not it, y'all. When I tell you all, I haven't slept in 4 years since my roommate got this cat. Numbers, I can do letters. I'm like, no, you're lame people. I went back to school this week and I knew I'd hate it. Oh no, I'm so sorry. You should appreciate Pippin more. Okay, y'all. Let me tell you something about this cat. Come here, baby. Come here. Okay. So I was dog sitting pretty much the whole month of August. When I came back, I literally sat there and cried with this fucking cat. Because I was like, oh my god, I miss this motherfucker. Isn't that right, Pippin? You can tell everyone how much I missed you. I'll take... No. No one is taking this cat. You will have to fight all 3 people in this house and one of the other cats. The other 2, they're fine. We're gonna start reacting in 3 minutes. 3-minute countdown. I also just want to shout out all of the YouTube members in the chat right now. I appreciate all of you for being here. I'm still working on that goal of 300 members for this channel. If I get to 300 members in September, you will see me dressed up as Pippin every single stream in October. Pack Shakespeare fan. Honestly, even if we don't get to the 300, I think I might potentially dress up as Pippin for a Halloween stream. Since Pippin the Hobbit? No, I wish. Pippin the Cat. Pippin the musical is coming soon. I was kind of pressured into taking honors Algebra 2 and Trig this year. Oh, that's horrible. I do have a love-hate relationship with this cat. Most of the hate comes from him not allowing me to sleep, and so I get grumpy. I literally have said I don't need a child because I've experienced what that's like, because I literally have not slept for 4 years because of this animal. As soon as I can find some money somewhere, I will be a member of the 300. You have my oath. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, I'm dumb in a regular class. No. He just wants all of you. He wants my sleep, y'all. He wants my sleep. Also, by the next time you see me, the blonde will be gone, y'all. The blonde will be gone. I'm so excited. Pippin, you a good boy. Yes. My dog is the same with my mom. Yeah. Where Pee-Pee? Where's it Pippin? My baby. What's the next color? Lynn, you're dreaming right now. You've been dreaming for 4 years. Honestly, if I woke up one day and found out that I've been dreaming since the pandemic, I would believe that shit. Gotta be white to play Pippin. Our other favorite non-binary person has arrived. Yes! Am I your non-binary's favorite non-binary? I would love to be. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gendered enough. Like, I don't know if I'm anyone's gender goals. I'm not even my gender goal. I'm so confused, sure. No, you're good. Gone, gone, gone. Do, 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 do. Okay, everyone. You are the Lynn gender. Lynn gender. Okay, everyone. We're going to start with my boy. Let's go. Reaction times. Lynn Dyer. Demon Hunter, let's go, yo.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Visit betterhelp.com/Padilla because sometimes existing is exhausting.
He has no idea.
My name's Anthony Padilla, and today I'll be spending a day with Aromantic to learn the truth about this largely undiscussed romantic orientation in which people experience little to no romantic attraction whatsoever. By the end of this video, we'll find out how romantic orientation relates to sexual orientation and what dating and even marriage looks like for one of our Aromantic guests. Is the idea of romantic love simply a construct that's been implanted in us by society? Or are some of us simply born with or without the desire for any romantic affection whatsoever?
I do have to say, shout out to Anthony Padilla for doing this. How long ago? It's been years now. How many years ago? 4 years ago. I think even now, people don't really talk about, like, the aromantic spectrum or, like, aromantic people as a whole. So, like, the fact that he was doing this 4 years ago is genuinely amazing. It's amazing to me. And I love the fact that he, like, highlights people that you wouldn't necessarily hear about their experiences from.
Hello, Divinity.
Hi.
Yes, bitch.
Nick.
What up?
Why does everyone look so
Hi.
dope? Like, what is it? Yes,
Where do you
bitch.
fall on the arrow spectrum?
Fully.
Fully, 100%?
100% aromantic.
An arrow's arrow, like I am aromantic, romantic repulse.
Full arrow, I am romantic repulse, so I'm like pretty far along like the aromantic spectrum, I suppose you could say. Holding hands out in public or things that feel too coupley end up feeling very uncomfortable for me. Or if I feel somebody is like falling for me, I just don't have that emotion to throw back at them.
How often do you have people say, oh, you just haven't found the right one?
Oh, maybe you have avoidant attachment style. Maybe you're a narcissist. And the biggest
Wait, is that a thing that, like, aromantic people get told? Like, you're just a narcissist? That's wild. I don't think I've ever heard that one. I've heard, like, you're a robot or you're not human. Like, they dehumanize aromantic people. I've never heard the narcissist. I promise you're not a narcissist.
point, of course, is
So you just ain't met me yet.
it's like at this point I am convinced like it's just not going to happen.
Do you have people often assuming that it's just trauma-based or something to do with your childhood?
For me, it's always kind of been a part of who I was. Even as a child, I never even wanted that much touch from my parents. I just had a different love language. Growing up, I was so different from my sisters in that my sisters needed constant affirmation, to be held, to be cuddled. Whereas for me, I just wanted like words of praise. I wanted to be made to feel like I was present in the room and made to feel like I was important and validated because touch didn't validate me.
I appreciate that. I love the fact that, like, all of them have different experiences with, like, aromanticism. And yet they're, like, universal things that, you know, I think a lot of, like, aro folks go through. And I think a lot of people want that, like, feeling of being seen, like, for who they are. You know what I
I
mean?
had a rough upbringing, like a rough childhood, so I actually went to therapy to see if that was the reason why I wasn't connecting with people as I was putting it. It was actually kind of harmful. A lot of therapists and people don't know what that is. They don't
True.
have a vocabulary for it. So when I'm describing this, it sounds like something else clinically. So they're trying to treat that instead of like giving me tools that will help me uncondition the things that I thought I was supposed to be because of who I am.
So they're looking at it as something to fix something that's wrong or
Yes.
broken,
Yeah.
instead of saying, how can we make you not feel shame for
Exactly.
not having this
Exactly.
attraction?
Literally. I think that is something that a lot of, I think that's something that Aro and Ace folks have in common. When it comes to seeking therapy and help from, like, a lot of mental health people, it's one of the reasons why a lot of, like, Aro folk or Ace folks don't really come out to therapists, because they see it as something to be fixed, which it's not. Instead of, like, helping the Aro or Ace folk, helping the Aro folks navigate the world and coming to love themselves and, you know, find peace and wholeness and acceptance in themselves. It's something to fix, which, like, the mental health field is interesting.
When did you start realizing that there was something different in the way that you felt romantic attraction?
I knew that I was aromantic when I found the label a couple years ago. I felt much more at ease with who I was. I felt like I'd found that
I
sense
love
of
that
community
for
that I needed.
her.
17 to 20, I
Them?
like tried a couple of different relationships, and every time I like got into it, and no matter how I was like, okay, what if we don't have sex right away? What if we do? What if we're friends first? What if we just jump right into it? Like,
Right.
no matter how I was plugging in the information, the end was always the same. I just like was not comfortable. The real nail in the
Which is
coffin was,
valid.
like, everyone was like, it's fear of commitment. You just got to get through that. You'll be fine. I was like, all right, I'm sticking with it. I like.
The thing is, there's such a difference between a fear of commitment and literally not feeling romantic attraction towards someone. There's such a, like, there's a difference between that I don't think people who experience romantic attraction really understand.
Like her, she's awesome. And then can we talk about sex stuff here?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's like started like going down on me, and like just nothing was happening. The repulsion was so significant that like physically I just was not attracted to her anymore. So I was like, yeah, I think it's pretty much done here.
Oh my god.
Very traditional conservative Christian.
Again, I love the honesty because that is something that can fucking happen. It's important to know what you're comfortable with and what you're not. And if that happens, you have to let your partner know. So I appreciate him so much.
So like they have like all these little classes and stuff to try to teach you how to be a wife. It's very creepy. You need to like tell God what you want in a partner.
Oh,
I was
God.
like watching everybody like write all this stuff down, and I was just like staring at the paper like, what for? Like, for what? That was never something that I did or fantasized about, and like I don't picture it in my mind. There's no list. Windows error 404. It just never compute for me.
Did you ever feel or try to pressure yourself to learn how to be romantic, to do the things that other people kind of taught you that you should?
Every date I ever had was a disaster. One of my friends in class asked me to go out one night, and I thought that would be a really fun time. It didn't occur to me that there was going to be anything else going on. And then before we went home that night, he stopped me and like took hold of my hand and made eye contact. I was like, "Can I ask you a question?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Was this a date?" And I was like, "Was it? I hope not."
Yo, me too. Me too. Like, literally, it makes me so uncomfortable. I think I actually might be, like, a little romance repulsed. Because, like, the idea of someone liking me is just weird. I don't like it. And, oh, God. I love the fact that, like, he asked, and then they were both like, no. I'm like,
Then I felt so bad because he paid for food and stuff, and then I felt pressured to be, like, present with him romantically, and I just couldn't do that.
How long ago did you find the term?
I'd say like 2 years.
Going on a little over a year and a half.
7 years ago
wow.
or so, probably on Tumblr. I can't quite remember.
Yes!
I'm sure that's where
I feel like that's a
Tumblr!
cliche for like someone to find their identity on Tumblr.
Yeah, it's so true, but it was really funny, man. It was really accurate.
How did your life change after finding that word?
It finally gave me the words for something that I've been
Yes.
trying to describe to people for a very long time.
Did it make you feel like there was nothing there that was broken?
Definitely, that was like the first thing to go. A lot of
Literally.
the crying at night, trying to figure out what's wrong with me and why can't I just, like all of that just went out the window.
I was like, oh my God, this is me.
Right.
Like, I was just like, cool, like now I don't even have to worry about it.
If I had known that it's normal to just not do that, it would have saved me a lot of crap. It seems like
I think that's one of the things that gets so underestimated about big boat energy. One of the guys from Lonely Island on a boat. Stop. I found mine from Jaden. Okay, everyone in chat, let me know how you found your either sexual or romantic identity. 'Cause like it really, especially when you're on the asexual or aromantic spectrum, when you find the words to finally describe the feelings that you have had around, you know, not experiencing or experiencing things differently than everyone else, it's such a weight off of you. Like, I distinctly remember like hearing the person that I found out about like asexuality from and like going and researching and just being like, oh my God, like I'm not alone. This is something that other people experience, and just feeling so much better about myself. Did I have a lot of like internalized stuff to work through? Of course. Did I think for some reason like that would make me unlovable? Like, yes, I did. But I think it's so important, especially for aromantic folks, because I feel like asexual and like the asexual spectrum does get more attention nowadays, which is good, but I also do want there to be so much more representation when it comes to like the aro community, because I think there are a lot more people who are somewhere on the aromantic spectrum and just don't know it, and finding that word could be so helpful
like
for
it
them.
goes from like friends to dating to sex, but like why can't you just f your best friend?
Good question. I've never considered that.
Me too.
You should.
How do people typically react when they find out that you're aromantic?
They ask me if I'm a psychopath.
Really?
Which is
Is that
wild.
a common question?
It is, because they think that romance equals empathy. If you can't be romantic,
Which is insane to me. Like, are you not empathetic to, like, people you aren't romantically attracted to? Like, I don't know how people got romance equals empathy.
you
Don't understand.
can't be empathetic, you can't relate on a human level. I can still feel deep, deep connections with my wife. I can feel deep connections with my friends, my best friends.
I would say my dating pool is very small because, you know, majority of people are looking for someone to just be all about them and fall in love with them and make them feel all the feelings they want to feel in those kind of dynamics. And I don't have the capacity for that.
You were telling me a story about how
Valid.
you posted something talking about your accomplishments.
Yeah.
And you mentioned being aromantic in it.
I posted on Facebook saying that I was really happy where I was in my life and, like, you know, really
Yes.
enjoying my singleness. Somebody went out of their way to tell me,
And that's where you're gonna die alone.
and I was just
Because
like,
you need a romantic
so,
relationship
yeah,
to
yeah.
die with someone, to have someone
Yeah,
there for you.
exactly. I decided that I would screenshot
That's
it, repost it on
insane.
Facebook. Please name something that's worse than being single. The answers range from, like, finding out I forgot to close the refrigerator, somebody eat your leftovers. There are way worse things in life than being single.
That's the thing that I don't think I'll ever really understand. And I do want to talk about this because I don't get it. Why do people think being single is the worst thing in the world? Like, I don't understand why people think that's, like, it doesn't mean you're gonna die alone. Like, you still have family members, you still have friends. There are aromantic people out there who still have partner or partners. Hello. It's also someone's choice to be single. It's that, like, I don't get it. They're telling on themselves when they say that romance equals empathy. Like, literally, they are. Seems like whenever they do people not into relationships, they keep talking about being in a relationship spectrum right now. I don't understand people's need to be in a romantic relationship. No, like, I mean, is it nice? Personally, do I like being in a relationship? Yes. A lot of my insecurities come out, unfortunately. And especially because I didn't have the greatest, like, example of a romantic relationship growing up. My parents' relationships was shit. So, like, there are things for me personally about being in a relationship that are hard. I don't think I am an easy person to be in a relationship with. But I also don't mind being single either. I mean, at a very young age, I personally, like, came to the conclusion that if I was never in a romantic relationship, that would be perfectly fine. And I know that I have people in my life that are there for me and love me, and that's all I need. For me, a romantic partner should only add to your life, not take away. It's amnormativity, exactly. It's... Kai, what's going on with your leg? Please be careful. I was once told I would die alone surrounded by 50 cats. I don't see the problem. Oh my god. Kai, please put a band-aid on that. Oh.
And do people ever call you a tease or a flake when they find out that you are not interested in romance?
That's
because they
wild.
have expectations around what conventionally attractive people should behave like and what we should want in life.
So
right?
you should have expectations put on you because you are attractive.
Yeah, attractive woman must be in need of a man or a woman or somebody to love.
Right.
She is gorgeous, by the way.
And what does being aromantic mean in relation to gender?
Gender, sexuality, and romantic inclinations are also separate.
All three very different things.
Yeah, you can mix and match, kind of just like a bop it.
Bop it.
All the combinations are good.
Straight, romantic,
Oh,
queer, aromantic.
that's good.
Do you still desire physical touch?
I do like to cuddle. That's where I draw the line. Like, I'm not like
Valid.
a kiss me for no reason or hold my hand for no reason. Like, if it's not going to be in the context of like we're hooking up or we just hooked up, then it's kind of like you sit on that side and I sit on this side and we just like hang out.
I actually really love cuddling. Like, I'm a big fan.
Because you don't see that as romance?
Yeah, like, it's not like romance. It took me a while to learn as I was kind of navigating being aro and dating, is that like two people can be sharing the same experience, but experiencing it very differently.
100%.
Cuddling for some people is like, oh, we're romantic, and cuddling for me is just like, no, I like the physical touch and being close, you know?
Do you consider yourself part of the LGBT?
I think, I mean, at least for me, I'm comfortable with cuddling as long as I know that the other person views it completely platonically. Like, if I know that the person has, like, actively has feelings for me or has had feelings for me in the past, I'm like, don't touch me. I don't, like, I don't want this. But as long as I know that everything, like, is completely platonic, I love cuddles.
QIA community?
I do consider myself part of the community, but like kind of more so because other people have told me that I am. I do not intersect with the community in any other aspect. So it's a little bit, because like I'm cis, I'm straight, male, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm aro. And they're like, oh, cool, you're part of the community now. And I'm like, oh, am I? But then there's a lot of people in the community that are like, oh, well, you don't suffer like how we suffer, so you're not part of the community. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't typically argue with any. If you say that I'm not, then I'm not going to argue with it. It feels very odd for me to be like, your community over there? Yeah, I'm part of it.
Honestly, I love that take. I love that take for him because it's honest to his experience. And I think, like, a lot of cis, like, straight aro folks can probably relate to that.
Do you go on dates?
Yes, I guess I would say I date. I'm a great in-between dude. Like, if you need somebody in between your last relationship and your next relationship, I'm here.
You're totally cool with being a
Wait,
rebound?
Kai, what's going on? Kai.
Oh, 100,000. So that's like where I shine, bro.
I'm married, so no.
Did you ever date?
No, we actually never dated, ever. Because
Oh
we
my God,
spent
they're
the
so
first
cute.
part of our relationship in the closet. I had her come and live in my house with my parents, and we became roommates. And my parents, for 2 years, didn't know that we were more than roommates.
Oh my
But
God.
not romantically. So it's like you had to hide that romance in
Exactly.
public.
A couple years later, we got married.
And why did you get married? Did you feel like a need because of the law or something? Because most people consider marriage to be a very romantic thing.
I would disagree. Most of the heteronormative people, when I talk about how much I love my wife, or
True.
how much I love being married to her, or how like she's like the best part of me, they go, I'll give it 5 years.
True.
We've been going for 7 years, and every time I look at her, I don't have words. Like, I love her so much. Just because I don't want to hold your hand doesn't mean that I wouldn't do anything for you.
Is your wife also aromantic?
She's on the aromantic spectrum, yeah. So she definitely is more romantic than I am, in the sense that she will seek out holding hands, but she's not one for dating. She's not one for
Valid.
public displays of affection.
So do you hold hands to make sure that she has her needs met?
Yeah, for sure. Since she is inclined to hold hands, or she's inclined to sit with me on the couch, physical touch to her is very important. So I make sure that I'm present for her, and she knows that since I'm kind of touch averse in general, and that I am aromantic, that I know when she reaches out in that way, it means something. Say you hate the color yellow, but your partner loves seeing you in yellow. Once or a couple times a year, to make them happy, you put on some yellow for them, and you're like,
Stop.
oh man, this is garbage. But they look at you, and they do the whole thing where they're like, you're in yellow, you look so handsome. You do it,
Especially if it's not like, it doesn't hurt me, it doesn't
Exactly.
take something away from me.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that's so cute. That's such a good, it's really sad how a lot of people in straight relationships talk about their partners. It's one of the things about heterosexuality that I will literally never understand whatsoever. I don't get it at all. I will never understand.
It's just an aversion.
There you go. It's just like, God, why do I have to be in yellow? Why do you have to like this? But do you love me? I'll wear yellow.
Yeah. Do you still desire companionship?
Oh my God, she's
personally
a little
love people
simp
that want
for
to
her
have a
wife.
companion.
I
I
can't.
want to be around someone like me. Just because I don't feel romantic inclinations doesn't mean that I don't want a companion.
I could never live with anyone, and I'm not the like, I have to have a partner type.
Is that because it feels like coupling up?
Yeah, I get repulsed
Yeah.
by anything that even resembles that type of like coupling. Like I can't.
How do you handle when someone grows a romantic desire, like some kind of romantic feelings for you?
I kind of have to like almost purposely keep some distance with partners at times to like make sure that I'm not being
Right.
perceived as like what I'm not trying to put out there. You know?
You have to constantly.
I appreciate that though. Like, I like the fact that he is like, listen, these are my boundaries. This is what I can offer you. And then he respects that and makes sure that everyone is always like good with it.
Be aware of what people have been taught certain actions mean.
Basically, your brain stores all this information in folders.
Gay/exec couples don't talk about issues with their partner. No, we definitely do. But I don't think I hear the same sort of resentment in queer relationships. I don't think I've ever heard personally. Hi Emmett, how are you? I don't think I've ever personally heard like a gay couple explicitly holding the same resentment of, oh my God, I fucking hate my wife, like ball and chain, that kind of thing. I think there is it's a very particular level of animosity in heterosexual culture, and I think it's disgusting. I'm not saying there aren't like LGBT couples out there that don't like each other. Abuse does happen in queer relationships as well. But I think the whole like, oh my God, I hate my wife, or my fucking husband, ball and chain, that kind of thing is such a uniquely heterosexual thing. You know what, Doc? I think that could be a potential of there being more straight couples. I also think in general, straight couples have a lot more societal pressures of what they have to look like and what they have to do, and a lot more conformity. I also think a lot of men don't actually they either don't like the woman that they're currently with, or I don't think a lot of men particularly like women in a romantic way. I think a lot of men like women in sexual ways. But yeah, that's just me.
Folders, and then it recalls that information in order to like let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I feel like aromantic people, at least for me, it feels like the romantic folder is not there. So like anything that would go to the romantic folder goes to either friend or family or like sexual. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like all that stuff gets tied into one of these other folders, but some of that information goes to other people's romantic folder. And so it's just kind of getting filtered differently.
So they're like,
Communication.
Divinity, I am in love with you.
And I just go like, it's just all about communication. So I feel
It
like
is.
there is a tendency to feel like I did something wrong.
Which is not
or
true.
whatever, by not communicating enough maybe of who I was, right? But then at the end of the day, people cannot make themselves be one or the other. So if
True.
you see that the connection is going in a direction where someone's going to end up hurt, it's time to sit down and talk.
True. Especially because, like, communication is so important in any type of relationship. But I think especially when people are on the aromantic spectrum, like being upfront about it, the boundaries and everything. And then, you know, like she said, if she can see someone is eventually going to get hurt by this dynamic, you have to talk about it. Whether it is the person in the relationship who is aromantic or the allo-romantic person. Honestly, communication really is the most important thing. It is. In any relationship, it is the most important thing.
Is it possible for aromantic people to feel heartbreak?
I've been heartbroken by a friend. The betrayal of a friend, or finding out that you really loved someone as a friend and you thought that they were like in your corner and that they were your person, and you find out that like what you were experiencing with them, they were just like not really experiencing with you, or they were trying to use you in some way to some advantage. It's still very hurtful.
It is.
Right? And I mean, there's no real other way for it to hurt but in your heart.
Heartbreak is the same thing.
We've been taught that heartbreak is associated with romance, or that destruction of our expectations of romance.
Yeah. Have you ever dropped your toast? Butter side down? That's
No,
heartbreak.
but it sounds f***ing horrible.
That's heartbreak.
True. I think, so like, let's talk about that for a second. Because I think it is important to acknowledge the fact that, like, there are different kinds of heartbreak rather than just, you know, in a romantic setting. I think some of the worst pain, like, heartbroken pain I've ever been in is from people who are no longer in my life, who were my best friends at, like, times, and for whatever reason that relationship, like, that friendship didn't work out, you know what I mean? Kai, what's going on? Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I definitely think that I am so tired, y'all. My brain isn't working. Honestly, as soon as this video is done, I'm probably gonna hop off. TBH, friend breakups can be just as bad, if not worse, than romantic breakups. I think for me at least, when it comes to... Oh, Kai, I'm so sorry. Let Pippin host the show. Listen. Here, Pip. You ready? Ready for the main event? I don't even know what I was saying. I really am so eepy. I'm gonna keep watching. We're gonna keep watching. Hold on. What is it, Pepe?
Why do you think there are skeptics out there who don't believe that aromanticism exists at all? That say, no, this is a human trait that we are all born with.
No matter where you look, like there's romance everywhere, from stories, commercials, movies.
Oh yeah, to the point where we are taught that we are broken if we aren't finding, or at least making it our life's mission to find that romance.
Exactly, and so it just is completely out of some people's realm of like imagination that someone is outside of that system.
Yeah.
Because it's so permeated throughout our system. It's literally a non-issue. Like, I don't even think about it.
You don't know what you've
don't
never
know.
had.
Yeah, exactly. So it's saying that it's like, oh, you don't fall in love, like romantically. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I don't.
People don't like the idea that they've been duped. So if they see an aromantic person that's kind of over it, and they lived their whole lives according to the idea of romance they've been taught, and it's not working for them, they're going to attack aromantic people because we, quote, figured it out.
Do you feel like you have an adverse reaction to these things because of that societal expectation?
Yes and no. A lot of it's just like the intention behind the act, because like if my best friend shows up with flowers and a card, I'm gonna love him for it. But if some potential suitor arrives trying to impress me with plant vaginas, I'm not gonna be as interested. It's just not my thing.
Right, the plant vaginas. Roses. So that's, now I get it.
I know a lot of that's just cultural. Like saying you're aromantic could possibly mean different things depending on where you're from. Aromantics from different parts of the world, whatever that culture deems to be romance might affect how their aromanticism presents. My dad's side of the family is French.
Think about
Whenever
that.
we would go over to France to visit them, there's kind of like this gentle hug and they kiss on the cheek multiple times, but that's never considered like romantic intent because the whole family does that to greet. It's a genuine greeting in France. For me, growing up with that, I was never viewing that as a sort of like, oh, they're coming on to me, or oh, they want something more, or oh, I have to reciprocate in some way. It's genuinely just saying hello in another country. But like if you were to do it here, because in America, that could mean that you want something more if you're kissing someone on the cheek. That would probably be less of an inclination for me.
Do you think that you would view romantic gestures the same way as you do, you know, with repulsion, if there were absolutely no societal standards or any kind of cultural idea of what that meant or was ever established in the first place?
I don't think that the repulsion would exist in a society like that because everything would fall under the umbrella of this is just how we treat people that we care about. But because those like conditionings and indoctrinations are there, then it's a set of behaviors where you start to recognize, oh, you're doing that because of this, and I don't want the this, so don't do that.
So do you think that anyone would do romantic gestures if they were never taught to them?
If they were never taught to us, and there are people who wanted to show someone how special they were, they would, I think too, would do it without hesitation. And I do think that if it wasn't taught to us that way, I wouldn't have the repulsion with the romantic stuff.
Before we continue learning about the world of
That is so interesting to think about. Yeah, I think a lot of the things that we consider romantic to be kind of weird, you know what I mean? I think it's because I tend to like to be very romantic with my friends, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I absolutely love doing what you would consider like traditionally romantic stuff for my friends. Mostly because, and I tell them this, I'm like, if your partner can't treat you better than I treat you, that's a fucking problem. You know what I mean? I just ate. Do we have to talk about kissing? We actually do not have to. But yeah, it's honestly, what even is romance? Because I've felt it, because I have been in love before, I know the difference. But it's literally such a hard feeling to place or try to explain what that feels like. English is such a nondescript language. It's so hard to like fully describe like being in love with someone, at least for me it is. Because I just personally don't have words for that feeling. It fills up my whole body. So it's so hard to like explain the difference of being like in romantic love with someone compared to like how much I love and am in love with my friends as well. To be the platonic standards for your friends' partners, literally. Like, how do you know it's romantic or not? So for me, normally, it goes along with, like, my sexual attraction. So, like, I don't think about my friends sexually. Like, like, for me, my romantic and sexual attraction go very, very, like, hand in hand. So, like, I have to start, like, I have to, like, have a crush on you in order to start, like, potentially being sexually attracted to you. I have to have that crush. I have to have the sexual attraction. I have to, like, have all of these, like, memories of us doing things in order to start potentially falling in love with someone. For me, it's a culmination of things, and I don't know why that is, but it's a fun time. I don't know how, like, allo-romantic or allosexual people do it so easily or quickly. The people that, like, this is no hate to people that do this because, like, you know, you do you. I will never shame people for how they structure their relationships. For me, I am always so, like, oh, okay, when people go, like, from one serious relationship, like, 2 or 3 months and then get into, like, another serious relationship, because it takes me a very long time to, like, develop and have those kind of feelings for people. For me to be attracted to a person, they must never touch me or even have any type of contact in real life. I mean, the thing is, like, that's valid. You know what I mean? Whatever. Oh my god, stop! Wait, thank you! Fox, I appreciate you so much. Wait, thank you for the gift! Thank you! Ugh, I appreciate you so much. Okay, so that means we are at number 5 out of 300. We're gonna get there, y'all. We're gonna get there. I know in Greek there are different words for love. What is it? Cannot remember them, but this made me think of that. Like, I really do feel like English is such a limited, like, language. Look, I watched Her and I thought, that sounds like a good relationship. You're not wrong. I watched Her and I was like, oh no, not the AI.
Romantics. Do you have any interest in parenting or having kids?
Not the sponsor.
I'd like
We
to
didn't
thank
need the
Purple
sponsor.
for
Sorry.
sponsoring this
Sorry,
episode.
Anthony. I
Purple-
apologize.
Do you have
Thank
any
you so much
interest in
for that, Fox.
parenting
I
or having
appreciate
kids?
that.
I can't imagine having crotch goblins in this economy. I don't
Is
want.
that the term for someone that comes out of a crotch?
I guess.
Or is that for someone that's the height of a crotch?
Whoever was screaming on the plane today all the way to LA, that's a
Yo,
crotch
me
goblin.
too.
No kids for me, absolutely no kids for my wife. Both of us are completely against it.
That has nothing to do
It
with
really-
you being romantic.
No, it just has me
Wait!
being child averse.
Marcus, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate that.
Child repulsed.
Child repulsed. Yeah, I see one and I push it away.
I had a funny conversation with a friend of mine. So he's like, oh, so you're aromantic, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so you're never gonna have kids? And I was like, actually, I'm really excited about having kids sometime. And he was like, how are you gonna do that? I was like, I'm just gonna ask a friend and just co-parent. And he was like,
That's
I can't do
valid.
that. And I was like, why can't I? And you could see his
Yeah.
gears spinning.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my childhood would have been better if I had parents who were like best friends and like loved each other that way and just co-parented. Just saying. Like, we're respectful, we're honest with each other, had like a good relationship, all that kind of jazz. I got nieces and a nephew. But yeah, like, I feel like that would be such a healthy thing for a kid to
If you
grow
want to
up
do this,
in.
it's a package deal.
That's
you have
all
to
I'm
do
saying.
everything.
If
I'm
you
like,
want a kid, you
dude,
have to be in love,
Yeah.
just like all the
Yeah.
parents out there who accidentally had their children.
And I feel like he felt like he was cheated because he never thought to think outside of the box.
I do. Given the chance, I would love to be a mother. I would love to co-parent and just like have a best friend that I have a child with.
Oh, I love
You don't
it.
need to have a romantic connection between
You
two
don't.
parents to parent
As
a child.
long as our core values line up, that's what matters.
Yes.
It's not, as long as that person's like respectful and loving and honest, and there's so many other attributes that you look for in someone that you want to do something that's big with.
Literally, why can't the straights think about this more before they have children? Oh my god, like everyone should take co-parenting and bringing a child into the world this seriously.
That don't involve being in love with them.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about aromantic people?
That we can't feel, that we're not putting in our half. If you're seeking a relationship, you're giving it your all.
True.
Just because you don't show it the same way as an alloromantic person doesn't make it any less valid. So to say that we don't feel, I just don't think it's fair. It's like telling a colorblind person that, like, oh, trust me, you'll see the colors eventually.
All right, you got 5 seconds to shout out or promote anything you want directly into camera.
Sick. At Nick Hampshire on YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. NickHampshire.com. I'm a LA-based photographer, influencer, so hit me up if you'd like to do some work.
Yes,
So you
bitch.
can find me on Instagram at officially divinity, and if you like my hair, you can follow me at Lulu Gotti.
Ask me and my wife any questions you want at our Instagram, Mystical Arrow Aces, and Hail Satan.
Yo, everybody go follow Anthony
Not the Hail
Padilla. My
Satan.
man is
I
dope.
appreciate
His channel
that.
is so fire, and he has curly hair like me, so
You know what that means. You gotta subscribe.
you gotta subscribe.
Gotta subscribe, y'all.
Well, there you have
Gotta
it. I spent
subscribe.
a day with aromantics, and I feel like I understand the idea of romance a little bit more.
Hell yeah.
And I'm realizing just how many things we feel are intrinsically human that may just be intrinsically cultural. How many things do we
That is such a good way to sum that up. Oh my god. Bye. Have a good night, love.
feel shame for not feeling or not doing right when we're actually perfectly healthy exactly as we are?
Oh my god. Love this man. Love him. Oh my god. Okay, everyone. I will be on for the next 10 minutes because your bitch is eepy. So, I hope y'all had a good time. I definitely agree. Aro ace couples are kind of nice. I think, I don't know. It's just so nice hearing aromantic people's perspectives on a lot of things. I'm so happy that he was able to platform. Oh my god, y'all, I'm genuinely so tired. I was so happy that he was able to platform aromantics and make this video, because like I said, a lot of people don't really talk about aromanticism like at all. So I don't know. It's definitely something that I want to be bringing about a little bit more on this channel, bringing a little bit more awareness to, because I think as a whole, aromantic people get left out of the conversation, like all conversations, a lot, unfortunately. And I think it's important to let people know that there is a space for them, you know what I mean? I wish we could do this more often, just let people have an hour with people who are different. I think it would give people the opportunity to learn more. Oh my god, I will never get over the fact that like people literally choose to stay ignorant and choose to like not learn. Fucking boggles my mind. Thank you so much for this. We'll watch more about this later, of course. It's good to learn about this and more to widen our worldview. Honestly, though, because I'm just like, it's something that like mainstream population literally thinks aromantic people are narcissists, thinks aromantic people don't have feelings, can't have feelings, don't like it's there's so many misconceptions about it, and it's absolutely wild to me that people place so much emphasis on simply feeling romantic attraction. Like, somehow if you are not feeling that, you are not human or less human than other people. As soon as you start removing people's humanity from them, that's a fucking problem. Similar people are the biggest enemies when you think about it, honestly. Honestly, getting on Tumblr and seeing other people share their experience helped me so much with my compassion, I feel. Especially as someone with, like, black and white thinking. Ellis knows. It's very easy for me to, like, get into that kind of headspace, you know what I mean? And also being raised Mormon, they're not the most compassionate people, so didn't really help with that kind of like thinking. So getting to learn more, getting to see more, getting to interact with people of different backgrounds and seeing what that is like, I think one of the greatest things about the internet is being able to see other people because they're fucking human beings. Yes, it's so important to be compassionate. It really is. I felt dehumanized in the past by society because I'm aromantic. I am so, so sorry. I do know. Okay, Ellis, you can calm yourself. You can calm down. I love this community. Same. I'm trying to, like, figure out what I want for Monday's stream. Like, next week's streams, what we're going to be doing. But I will have that out on Sunday. I'll be able to let y'all know what's going to be going on next week. I'm committing to a 12-week little YouTube. I'm not going to call it a challenge because I always kind of shit out on challenges. So I'm doing a 12-week YouTube experiment where I'm trying to be way more consistent and try out different things and see what the algorithm will, like, pick up and shit. So hopefully within the next 12 weeks, so 3 months, I'll be able to grow this channel. Demon Hunter Sing-Along, Monday. Listen. Have you seen Psych to Go's A-Spec video? I don't think I have. I'm your big brother. I have no chill. Trust me, I know you also have no chill. I believe in you. Thank you. Are we gonna do that asexual dating app? Yes. You know what? Next Friday, we can do the asexual dating app. How about that? They did one recently. Hell yeah. Ah. Also, y'all, before I leave in 3 minutos, let's all say goodbye to Pepe. Peppuccino. My boy was doing a sleep. Say goodbye. Goodbye. So it's an asexual dating app. I'm gonna be doing it so that y'all can see what it's like. Maybe going over people's profiles. If that's like allowed. I want to see like what I can and can't show on like YouTube, because like it's people's like information, you know what I mean? But I want to see what I can do. I'm gonna be looking forward to that ever since you and me talked about it. I think it'd be very fun and interesting. Hell yeah. Fool of a took. He is. He my baby. He my little baby. I love him so much. Pippin really is the star of the show. I'm just, like, I shouldn't even be here. It should just be a Pippin stream. I do want to, like, okay, listen, y'all. Listen. I'm thinking about getting a cat cam for streams for members. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Maybe find a few asexual people and ask if you can show some of their info. I think I will. Can we do watching YouTube shorts on Monday? Not this Monday. I want like reactions to be more like Friday situation. Wait. How did I have it set up? I fucked up. So we can do the dating app thing on this upcoming Monday. Wait, who? Wait, oh my god, Fox! Does anyone have any recommendations for following bands on tour cheapish? I wish I did. I really wish I did. Because tours right now are not fucking cheap. I think it'd be fun to react to Psych to Go video. Okay. So, on the 8th, I'll do find a cheap van. Oh, okay. Actually, that's a really good idea. On the 8th, we'll do the dating app. Go through it. On the 12th, support your local bands. What kind of music are you into? On the 12th, we'll do Psych to Go. And then the next Friday that we can do reacting to shorts, if that's okay. If that is okay. So I'll put that in the schedule. Okay, everyone. It is 9 o'clock. If anyone has any more advice for Fox, because I genuinely have no advice for, like, doing it for cheap, because I've only ever, like, paid full price. Please put it in the comments for them. And then, yeah, I hope everyone has a really good weekend. I appreciate all of you. Thank you to everyone who gifted memberships. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you so much, Fox, for the 5. I always appreciate that. Just all of your support. I said it in my video yesterday, but I'm gonna say it here again. Because I'm gonna be trying to be more consistent with YouTube and everything. If you see any of my shorts, if you see any of my videos, just be sure to do a couple little things for that algorithm. Boost it up, share it, comment, do all that shit. I genuinely appreciate it because YouTube loves consistency and I haven't been consistent, so I'm gonna start trying to be consistent. Okay. Mwah! I hope you all have a good night. Remember, you are loved, you are seen, you are valid. This community is here for you. And yeah, I will see you on Monday. Bye.